Hello to Braggy's Wines, Beers and Spirits review. Well, today's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all. And just like most dads up and down the country, I bet we've all had one or two alcoholic items bought us, you know, instead of the usual socks and that, which none of us want socks. So, I'll show you my haul of what I've got. So, from Aldi's recent beer festival, my youngest, although he was only 10, so it was the wife who bought him really, got me a selection. First one, Slater's Premium Ale. Oh, Premium Best Bitter rather. A 4.4% ABV. Whew, that's going to be an interesting one. Second on the list, Sanford Orchard's Devon Red, a cider. And that's a 4.5% volume. Next one, neither of them I've had before. This is called Hophead. And who's it by? Dark Star. Oh, the Dark Star Brewing Company. And that's a 3.8% beer. Another newbie. Next beer on the list, Marston's 61 Deep. I can't remember actually having this or not. 4.1% pale ale. Next one, Holden's XB, and that's a 4.1% ale. Not one I've had yet, so, you know, looking forward to this. This is Nick Stafford's Ambleton Ales, and that's their Session Pale. A light and refreshing pale ale. 3.8%, so only a, you know, weak beer. Next one. Fellinfull Dragon's Art, a Welsh craft ale. 4.2%. Never seen that one before. I love these beer festivals that the different supermarkets have, because you get to try out beers that you've not tried before. Here's one I think I've tried it before, and it's Elgood's Warrior, 5.5%. And the next one, Jennings. Now they do make some nice beer. I think it's Cumberland. It's a really nice beer. This is Golden Oast, a deep golden beer, and 4.2% that one. Last one, made by J.W. Lees, who make a lovely dark ale. Marco Pierre White, the Governor. All malt British beer, 4.1%. So 12 there, 11 beers, one cider. 12 I've never had before. Oh dear, these were it. Right. These are ones my daughter got me from Tesco's. In Nottingham, Castle Rock Harvest Pale. And that is one of the best beers, a champion beer of Britain, and stronger than it used to be. In the bottle it's now 4.3%, it used to be only 3.7%. So looking forward to reviewing that. I've tasted it many times before. Marston's EPA, it's only £1, 3.6%, so it's only a wheat beer. So interested in seeing how that one goes. One of the king beers of Britain, Old Speckled Hen. Whew. It's a 5% beer, and it's one of the country's top beers, quite rightly so. Next on the list, only released 2 or 3 years ago, if I remember rightly, Hobgoblin's Gold by Richwood's Brewery, 4.5%. Again, another nice beer. Another of the country's biggest selling beers by Shepherd and Neame, Spitfire. 4.5%. Here's a real cracker. I do like me stronger beers, you know, I'm going to brew some strong beers. But here's a goodie. Old Peculiar by Feekstons. It's 5.6%. Memory serves me right. Yep. 5.6%. A goodie. One of my all-time favourites, bar none. Probably my top 5 beers. Hobgoblin's King Goblin. 6.6%. Whew. Fantastic. I could drink many bottles of this, but for review purposes and the fact that I didn't want to have too many of one, because I want to start cracking on with a lot of reviews, so I had to keep it to one. Lancaster Bomber, made by who? Can't see who it's made by. It just says lancasterbomber.co.uk. It's actually made by Marston's. And that was a pound yesterday in Morrison's Father's Day, you know, offers. And here's another one of the biggies, Marston's Pedigree. Bottle condition these days, and the other day I had a freebie sent to me from Marston's themselves. Very nice. Man's Brown Ale. This is actually one of the, always at a pound, you know, it's just cheap beer. It is weak. It's 2.8%. That's going to be interesting. I don't think I've ever had it before, because primarily I looked at it and think, look, 2.8%, I'm not touching that. It is another one of the always cheap beers, and this is Banks's Amber Bitter, 3.8%. Another one I don't think I've tried. Another one in the pound beers at Morrison's yesterday, Dry Neck by Richwood Brewery, also owned by Marston's. 4%. Had it before, can't remember what it tastes like. Another one of my favourites, Old Crafty Hen, 6.5% strength. Whew, cracker of a beer. Courage Best Bitter. Courage also do Directors, which is that's a banger of an ale. This is nice too. It's 3.6%, so it's not a strong beer. Right, so I've done well for Father's Day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24 beers already. And then my son gave me 20 quid. He says, get what you want. So what did I do? Well, I got some new beers. Fuller's makes some nice beers, and this to me is one of their top beers. It's Fuller's 1845, 6.3%. I could have sworn it was a bit more stronger than that. That there. Nuki Bran. If you don't know about Newcastle Bran, you've not been drinking beers. 4.7%, so a very different brown ale compared to Man's. Back to the Fullers. Their biggest selling beer, London Pride. And that, what's the percentage? 4.7%. I'm sure in cans it's 5. Ooh. Robinson's Trooper, 4.7%. I remember when that came out in Sainsbury's when I worked there. Badger's Golden Champion. Actually, Golden Glory, because I like fruity beers. That's one of my favourites. I didn't try this for a long while. Then when I did try it, another nice fruity beer. Well worth a sample. 5% that one. Thornbridge and Melba. Now these put all their beers in small bottles. I'd rather not buy a beer in a 330 bottle because I think it's a bit tight on the purse strings if you're paying the same price as you are for a bigger bottle. But 5.2% peach IPA. I'm well looking forward to that. Next one. Badgers Blandford Flyer. Now I'm a ginger beer lover. I could kill Crabbies for getting rid of their reserve one they did, which was 6.5%. Fantastic beer. I must have another go at brewing a really strong ginger beer. That might be on my list of brews to do soon. Blandford Flyer, it's a mix of a ginger beer and a real ale. Banging. And it's, how strong is it? 5.2%. Krabby Stout with alcoholic ginger beer. So, if you like your Guinness and you like your stout, this goes down a treat. One of the best. I've got a nightmare when I tag all this lot in because I've got to write down every single chuffing bottle and who makes it, of course. There we are, Shipyard American IPA. This I only seen a few years ago, and obviously it's probably been out in the country a lot longer. 5%, and drank it obviously in pubs. Very nice. Another by the people who make Old Speckled Hen, and this is a 6.5%. For me, like a strong version of Old Speckled. Hen's Tooth. Very nice. Oh, I must have picked two of these up. Oh, that's a downer. Old Peculiar again. 5.6%. And the last two on my list, the Cranbourne Poacher. It used to just be called Poacher's Choice. A lovely beer with a damson flavour, 5.7%. And last on the list, McEwen's Champion Ale, 7.3%. First time I drank it, bloody hated it, absolutely hated it. Got it into it again. Oh, obviously your taste buds change, and you know what was nice, you know, things change. But I like it now, very nice beer. So, I've got a lot of real ale reviews coming up. I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 37, well 36 because I've duplicated one. 36 real ale reviews to do there. Very much looking forward to it. I think I've got another 4 there, so that's 40. So a couple of 1 or 2 a day, you know, for the next few months. It's going to be good. And that's all for now. I've got to write all this lot down and get this put on the internet. Thanks for watching. Cheers.